Welcome to the stream. Today on Genshin Impact, there's two things I need to do and one thing I want to do. So let's see if we can do those quick enough that we can do the thing I want to do.
Yeah.
First thing, let's meet the girl in the forest.
Shh! Keep it down! I'm hunting! I've always heard about the wide range of ingredients you can find in Mondstadt, and it looks like it's true!
Are you a hunter?
No, I'm a chef! A chef on a mission to find rare and exotic ingredients from all corners of the world. My name's Xianglin. I'm from Liyue Harbor. And you?
I'm Chishi. I guess I'm also from Liyue Harbor, going by that name.
Hello, my name's Paimon. Paimon! Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, you look like food.
What an exotic creature! Is it edible?
Dig in.
No! For the last time, Paimon is not emergency food! You seem like good friends. I have a good friend too, called Goba. Isn't that the name of a Liyue snack? Both the snack and my friend have a special place in my heart. Anyway, can you do some hunting for me?
There's hunting going right behind you.
There's lots of game around here that would be amazing to cook with. I can't catch anything to save my life, and I don't want to miss out. Sounds like a bit of an ordeal. Don't be like that. Come on, I'll whip you up a tasty snack later. Ooh, you had me a tasty snack. Don't worry, we're the bestest hunters ever.
Whose side are you on?
Don't worry about it. Your friend has already given me a response. I don't care how it's done, so long as you bring me back some raw meat. Great! Then I'll leave you to it.
Thriller Chapter Act 1, Mondstadt Gastronomy Trip. I have some explaining to do. I was wondering if you would notice the different user ID immediately, but I can't really hide that. We're a bit in the past. I started at second character. Because there are a lot of things, or at least some things, early game that I did not show off because I didn't think they would be important enough. And I also didn't really pay attention to them while playing because I didn't think they were important enough. For example, I didn't have voice acting on at all while doing them. And as you noted, I think Paimon's voice has changed a bit since the beginning of the game, which is quite interesting. But I think it's still the same voice actor, right? They wouldn't have changed that without us noticing. A few things to note about this new file. I tried my best in Gacha to get characters that I didn't really use yet in my other playthrough. So we have a quite interesting team to play with today. We have Rosaria, Lisa, Bennett, and Yunjin. And maybe the male traveler will also switch in at some point, if Rosaria doesn't do her job correctly, because I haven't really used her yet. I got her like today. What do you want from me? Give 3 chunks of raw meat to Xianglin. I don't even need to hunt, because I have been hunting a lot already. And the boar seems to have run away from us.
Wowee! This is great! Some of it I'll shallow fry, some of it I'll deep fry with mushrooms. Ooh, and I wonder how well it goes with slime condensate.
I want to try slime condensate.
Yay! You have finally come around to my food preferences! Sorry. I got all excited thinking about new recipes. As promised, a tasty snack. Go on, try it. And tell me what you think. Are we your food testers now? Oh gosh, this is delicious! Can you tell us how to make it? Sure! The only thing is I haven't written down the recipe yet. I got it! I'll make another one now so you can watch. I'm sure you'll pick it up straight away. This seems pretty hard to make. It'll take more than that to learn how to make it. And we don't have a frying pan or any condiments. Come on, it's simple. We can fry on a slab of stone and cook using some boar fat. Build a stove from rocks. Use dry grass for kindling, twigs for firewood. Sweet flowers will do for sugar. As for salt, I found a load of rock salt in a cave the other day. There's still plenty left.
Seems like she's done this a million times before.
I just can't help myself when there's a chance to try something new. But I can't exactly bring my whole kitchen with me every time I leave the house, either. Give me a second while I get everything ready.
Hey! What do you
think you are doing?
This is the boar's natural habitat. You can't hunt them here. You'll send them all running.
Oh, don't worry, I didn't kill any boars around here.
We hunters know better than to kill the chicken to get at the egg.
Oh, I get it. The freshest, best quality meat comes from free-range boars that grow up in the environment nature intended for them. If they all ran off, it would be a major blow to gastronomy. No, to all mankind.
That's one way of understanding it.
I'm sorry. I got excited and didn't think of the impact we'd have.
You should apologize to Draff. As our leader, he always stresses the importance of respecting the rules of the hunt. I'm afraid he is very upset right now.
I think the hunter is right.
I made a mistake, and I should go and apologize.
Let us come with you.
Thanks, guys. I'll cook up some more tasty snacks for you once this is over. Okay, don't worry. Paimon will remember even if you forget. Draff ought to be in Springvale. Let's go!
Now, something worth noting about doing this. I've already played the game to quite a distance. Like, I'm almost ready to go to Inazuma with these characters. And I'm essentially stuck now, because I can't progress the main story without doing these 2 early game quests we are going to do today. Because of this, there are some quests just strewn about the map, and we may accidentally run into some, or get blocked by one of them along the way. So let's hope that doesn't happen. At least not too much. Cat. Catman.
You must be Xianglin.
Sorry, Mr. Traff. This was all my fault.
I heard the whole story, and now that you're here in person...
Ooh, he's gonna let her have it.
Violence is not the answer. If you're looking for a fight, bring it on. Violence is the answer, if you're asking me.
Please, help me promote my meat.
Where did that come from?
Huh?
Sorry if I was a little brash. Let me explain.
You were a little draft.
Springvale has built its reputation on top-quality meat products, but this reputation is so far limited to Mondstadt. When I heard that the great maestro Xianglin herself was in Mondstadt, I asked Alan to send you over.
Maestro?
Haven't you heard? She's the one behind Wanmin Restaurant, that one-of-a-kind folk restaurant in Liyue Harbor. Her unique take on cooking ingredients is behind some of the best-loved dishes in all of Liyue. They are very highly rated by travelers, too.
You're too kind. I just try to cook things that are cheap and cheerful.
With a top-notch chef cooking top-notch cuisine with top-notch meat from Springvale, our reputation would spread far and wide.
I don't know.
It's cultural exchange.
I only ever think about how to make tasty dishes. I never limit myself to specific ingredients, and I don't know the first thing about promoting anything.
You use boar meat all the time anyway, surely. I can't see what the issue is.
The issue is... what would you think if I added a bit of slime condensate?
That's... I mean, couldn't you add something a bit more normal?
There's no such thing as normal ingredients to me. You can turn anything into a delicacy if you cook it in the right way.
She feels like she is essentially the opposite of Diona. Use whatever you can find, but somehow it turns out good.
I will not stand for having my creativity shackled by what ingredients I can and can't use. Food cooked like that is destined to be boring. Period.
Celebrity chefs are known to be somewhat strong-minded.
Well, since you feel so strongly about it, forget it. But it really is a pity.
You know, we did come to apologize. Couldn't you be a little more flexible? It's one thing to apologize, but it's another thing entirely to change the way I approach cooking. What's that smell? It's gorgeous! Hello? May I have a taste of your delicious cooking?
Sorry, I've taken all the orders I can for the next few days. The earliest I could put you down for is 7 days from now. Is that okay?
Wow, it must be delicious if it's that popular.
Odd. This woman is clearly a very popular chef.
Yeah, good point. Why does Draft want Xianglin to help when Springvale already has this lady?
Yes, it's Brooke, the cook.
Maybe he feels that Mondstadt cuisine can't compete with that of Tevat's biggest business hub, Liyue Harbor. But I disagree. I don't think my cooking is at all inferior to anyone else's.
Well then, show me what you got. Maybe I could give you some feedback.
Sorry, but customer feedback like, "Oh, that tasted good," is no use to me. If I wanted feedback, I would ask a professional chef. Hang on. Are you Xianglin?
That's me!
It's really you! Well, I guess you do know what you're doing when it comes to cooking meat then. As it happens, I have one of today's prime cuts remaining. So tell me, how would you cook this?
That depends on the ratio of fat to meat. With this cut, I would probably roast it over a hot stone with a little salt, some Joyun chili, and Kingston flour.
Ginseng flour? But the melted fat would make the flavor of the flours 10 times stronger than when eaten raw. It would overpower everything.
I know, that's why it's a garnish. I would never marinate the meat in it. I've tried it before. If you baste the petals in oil and then cook them with the right heat and duration, it gets rid of the bitterness completely and leaves you with a lovely crispy topping. Then throw in some Joyun chilies grown at a high altitude where the low humidity and varying temperatures lends them a unique dry heat. The petals absorb the saltiness from the sea salt, the chili spice, and the umami of the tender, freshly grilled steak, while also adding a floral aftertaste.
That's pure overkill. You're going all out on the trimmings and doing no justice to the meat whatsoever. Who wants to eat a roast when you can taste everything except the roast?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop arguing!
I don't think they can hear anyone but themselves. Guess this is a sort of culinary clash of titans.
Well, there's only one surefire way out of a cooking dispute. I declare a cook-off!
Suits me. If you can't beat my cooking, it'll show that Draft was clearly wrong about you.
All right. But if I win, you have to use my winning dish to promote Springvale.
And if you lose, you have to add my winning dish to the Wanmin menu. With a caption saying, "This special addition to the Wanmin menu is generously provided by Chef Brooke of Springvale, meat expert."
It's a deal! I'm off to get ingredients. I will see you... Wait! Wait!
She didn't even wait for her text box to finish.
Let's try and catch up.
Stop her from running off to Leo. She sure has a head start. I haven't unlocked this domain, so we don't have a short way there. I guess we can catch her off by going from the other side anyways. Something that was definitely not possible when I was doing this the first time. Because this mountain did not exist. Going to another country just to quickly get some stuff. So very European. Yeah, I guess it is. Some interesting things about playing this game again from the start in its current form. Like, this mountain exists, but also the chasm, which we only recently got to explore, is already available before going to Inazuma now. I think I could have just waltzed in there immediately after unlocking Leo, but still waited until I got a quest for it, so I'm not sure. On the other hand, some problems with characters like Yunjin For upgrading her, she needs to defeat the
What a
weird
sight to behold.
dimensional
The sun, so
wolf
warm
boss
and
in
radiant.
the Liyue Foggy Island. Not Liyue, in the Inazuma Fog Island. So if you, like me, get her as your first character from Gacha, then good luck waiting for when you can actually upgrade her.
Anything the troop
Because
could
of
use
that,
on
she
our journey?
is by far the weakest member of the team right now. But early game is not that difficult, so she handles herself well. Let's unlock this domain. Another interesting thing in terms of progression of the story was that right
What a
after...
sight to behold. The sun, so warm and radiant.
What's her name? Ningguang dropped her giant building on a sea snake. Immediately afterwards, the quest opened up for rebuilding it. Despite the fact that in the story they are mentioning that there's a month of time in between. Or even multiple months. So I kinda expected that story to only be available sometime after doing some quests in Inazuma.
The troop appreciates any donation.
But no, it's just available immediately. Oh, there she is.
I think we're getting close. Have you decided what you're looking for yet? No, of course not. Then how are you so sure of yourself?
You had quite a way to think about what you're gonna cook.
That's just my style. If I decided in advance exactly how I was going to cook something, there'd be no element of surprise to the dish. In the same way, if I knew what I was looking for before I found it, it wouldn't be a surprise. But that's so risky. Relax. This is how I came up with all the signature dishes at Wanmin Restaurant. Let's look around here. I'll let you know when I find something I like.
Continue looking for the right ingredients. How about some butterflies? How about some birds? How about whatever that was?
This should be enough. It's not every day you come to Liyue. Let's keep looking and see what else we can find.
This is an area that this area between Liyue and Mondstadt is one of the areas that I've probably explored the least, because there's just never anything to do here, outside of maybe this quest and some chests that are strewn about. But I guess we can talk about the characters a bit. Bennett! His elemental attack has 3 charge levels. As you saw, just clicking it makes him do 1 fiery slash. Holding it for a little bit makes him do an upward slash.
Off we go.
And holding it to full charge
Get out of here.
Gets quite explosive, maybe even too explosive for
Adventure
himself.
time. Off we go.
Essentially, if he fully charges, then everything he hits with the explosion gets thrown through the air, including himself. The only things immune to that are things that have shields.
No pain.
And
no
even he
gain.
himself is immune if he has a shield.
Wow, Joyun Chilies! Aw, that's such a cute name. Maybe so, but those little fellas pack quite a punch. From what I've observed, spicy food is a rarity in Mondstadt, so this will be perfect. Go and pick some. Get a good handful. I still feel like we're lacking something.
Do you mean it's not impressive enough?
It's missing a little boom shakalaka.
So that's where that started. Paimon definitely picked up on that line, because I've been hearing it more and more throughout the game.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is a little boom shakalaka lacking.
A shakalaka load of what now?
Brooke may be a stickler for convention, but she is a talented chef nonetheless. There's no doubt she will source the fanciest quality ingredients. To win this will take a truly mind-blowing dish. Something like sea serpent salad, stir-fried Kingston flour, or wild mushrooms in a rich slime jus. A slime jus? I know how weird it sounds, but I guarantee you it tastes incredible. I'll make some for you next time.
Can't wait to try it.
You won't be disappointed when you taste it, although it looks a teensy bit gross. Never mind that. I've just remembered there's somewhere I never checked out last time. My gut tells me that's where we'll hit the jackpot. Let's take a look.
And I've also not been here at all with this character, which is why there's lots of chests still around.
Let's light it up.
Early game chests, so not the most difficult puzzles in the world.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Speaking of charge levels, Yunjin also has charge levels on her elemental skill. And she also has 3 levels on them. So just pressing it, or the full charge earlier, and the medium charge between them. Hers, however, is not so different, except doing more damage between higher charge levels. Also, while she is charging her attack, she puts up a shield around herself, so she doesn't take as much damage while charging and doesn't get interrupted from her charge. If the shield is actually broken too much while charging, she just uses the charge attack at whatever skill level it was interrupted. And I think you are below me.
What's that? Somebody's injured!
So cold.
He's shivering. We need to warm him up quick. Make a fire! Hot soup would be even better. How about I look after him while you make him a nice warm bowl of soup? We passed a Hilichurl camp on the way here. There'll almost certainly be a campfire there to cook on.
We sure killed those Hilichurls just now. Sure.
Great. Be as quick as you can.
Do I already have soup? No. Can I do this? Can I climb this high? Yes, if that is a place to stand. No, if it isn't. Okay. Also, she's talking about a different camp altogether, but... I guess it doesn't matter where we are cooking. And I'm just making things extra difficult for myself. Yes, let's make a soup of fire. Veggie soup. Veggie soup, veggie soup, veggie soup. Delicious.
Adventure time.
Fast loading cooking menu? I know. It's a mystery. Almost went the wrong way. It's a mystery. That's a pretty nice cave. A pretty ice cave.
Oh, that is better. Thank you. That soup really did the trick.
Oh, is auto on? Maybe. What happened? Did you get frozen?
Yes.
No.
I was chasing a boar. And after chasing him all this way, he slipped into those underground ruins over there. I followed him inside, but ran into a cryo-regis vine.
Oh, that's bad.
It froze me instantly. When I woke up, I ran straight outside, but I only made it this far before my strength failed me.
I forgot about that problem.
How big was it exactly?
You read a completely different line from what's written. You talk as if you know what it is, but write as if you have never heard of it before.
They do now. I'd heard of them before from others, but this was the first time seeing one with my own eyes.
And you responded to...
Yikes! We should definitely keep our distance from the ruins. It sounds dangerous. It sounds delicious!
Does anything not make you think about food? Are you Paimon?
That's it! The missing ingredient! The icing on the cake!
Literally icing.
Calm down. Can we really eat a tree that's that aggressive? Only one way to find out. Let's go!
Let's eat a tree.
Off she goes again.
You should get back to Springvale.
Do not worry about me. I'll be fine. But you must stop her. She is putting herself in grave danger.
Different lines between subtitles and voice acting were more likely in the early game. Yeah, I think they were still getting their groove. Both with voice actors we will be seeing more. Ouch.
Ow! Where did that come from?
Both with voice actors we'll be seeing more, like Paimon not really being in her role yet. and mistakes like that. But you'd also think they would have fixed things like that. Anyways, we have a domain and some ice slimes. Anyone remember me talking about charge levels? Because Lisa also has those.
Come a little closer.
Using her elemental skill uncharged means it recharges immediately, and she can shoot out homing electro
You're in
bullets,
for a
which
little
raise a
shock.
charger on enemies. It's free right now. She uses instead her elemental skill charged.
Blitz.
She calls down lightning on any enemy that's inside the circle
You've been a
she's
naughty
drawing.
boy.
And if they have a count, or depending on how the counter on them is, they take more damage from the lightning.
Blitz.
It's a miracle!
Catch up to Xianglin in the ruins. Secret ingredient. Xianglin is sure that the ingredient she is looking for is hidden somewhere in the depths of this domain, so fight your way to the far end and retrieve it, if you've got the guts. There's probably gonna be ice enemies in here. And we're probably gonna be able to test out Xianglin, who I already have, because we get her for
Slow
free.
down! It's dangerous in here!
Ingredients don't stay fresh for long.
It's actually interesting to see all the different pole movesets. I guess we can talk about ultimates. Bennett
Teamwork is dreamwork!
gives us a big thumbs up. While inside the thumbs up field, characters heal up to 70% of the max HP.
She's quite the fighter. Seems foraging for ingredients takes more than just luck.
This means that Bennett, while a healer, cannot heal you completely. He can only heal you to 70% of your max HP. If you stand in the field while having 70% of your HP or more, it gives you a nice big attack boost while standing inside. Are you timed?
Nice
As you want me to do that then. Rosaria's elemental skill makes her dash behind the enemy and slash them from behind with cryo damage. There's no charge levels here, this is just what this does. It's not very impressive, but it's fast and recharges fast, so you can use it a lot. Lisa's ultimate
Surrendering will be gentle.
creates a field that constantly shocks the enemies inside it with electricity.
Off we go!
Rosaria's ultimate
Punishment!
calls down an ice lance that creates a field that constantly does ice damage to enemies. You're getting a feeling for all these attacks. They are very similar, which is surprisingly surprisingly good for team construction, because if all of these fields can be put at the same place, the enemies inside will have a very bad time. The only one here that doesn't make a field is Yunjin. Instead,
Strike is one.
she creates flags, which persist along characters. And while those flags exist, characters deal more normal attack damage based on Yunjin's defense, I think.
Let's light it up!
And I think that's everyone's everything. Get down there. Having Bennett as my dedicated healer has definitely made this playthrough a bit more difficult, and I have definitely died more than I did when using Lisa as my... not Lisa. What's her name? Barbara as my healer.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Which also meant I finally learned the importance of healing food a bit more.
Everybody stand back!
Blitz. Heat, heat, heat. You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up!
Yikes! Look over there! The icicles up ahead are falling! Let's be careful not to get hit. It will definitely hurt.
Oh no, icicle fall. But is it easy?
We go!
Not easy enough.
Off we go! Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Something worth noting about Bennett's field is that it only does damage to enemies when it is summoned, and doesn't do anything but provide bonuses for your characters afterwards. Except if you are a animal character and can use your wind to siphon the fire out of the floor into your attacks, I guess. For some reason I remember this room giving me trouble in the past. Let's see why. Oh, I know what you want me to do. You want me to use Xianglin's ultimate.
Hey,
Maybe it's this room and a different dungeon, because it definitely wasn't difficult here.
Aha! This must be it!
But
Oh, it's huge!
this could be a problem.
This is perfect! Come to me, my little treasure! Whoa! My ingredients are attacking me!
Cryo-Regis wine.
Help me put him in his place!
We could make a cold dish. What a subtitle for a boss. It's been a while since we fought a Regis wine on stream, I think. Attack the wards, or whatever they are called, their weak spot with fire to stun them,
Everybody stand back!
and then
not to enjoy
attack
this
with
too.
everything you've got.
Finale!
Lights out.
Got myself a cryo sign, cook it up at dinner time.
That was a lot easier than I expected. Normally you have to go through at least 2 or 3 cycles of that. But then again, I didn't check the level of that Regis wine.
Even better if it's paired with a bit of swine.
Regis swine. Wash him down with a glass of wine.
Your version just ruins it. Wait, there's something else here too. This must be the boar that Hunter was chasing.
That boar has seen better days.
But Paimon's never seen one with this pattern before. Where have I seen this before? Aha! It was in the Historia Naturalis of Liyue.
It's interesting because I'm pretty sure these are the boars that... Oh, this model of boar is used for Dragonspine Mountain, which was not in existence when this quest was in existence first.
This pattern is unmistakable. It belongs to a breed of boar that went extinct 300 years ago.
Which means if we enter Dragonspine, we go back in time.
Wow! How is this one still alive after so long?
Maybe it won the genetic lottery.
Paimon's pretty sure that's not really possible. I read that this boar was hunted to extinction because its meat was so highly prized. Condensate of jumbo cryo slime and extinct boar? Not one but 2 priceless treasures!
You were saying a lot more than Cryo-Regis wine there, but this will be our winning ticket.
Right! Now let's get back to Springvale!
Take cover!
Turn to Springvale for the cooking showdown.
You can't run!
Rosaria, not able to really walk across ice with her skills. Can just go a little bit into the water.
Are you sure this is Springvale?
Oh, right. I forgot about this.
Yes, for the millionth time, yes. But I don't know any of the people you're looking for.
That is not possible. They all live in Springvale. They are my neighbors and friends.
This is strange. What is going on?
Surely it couldn't be...
What is it?
He's talking about Springvale a long, long time in the past.
How long? Surely not hundreds of years. Does that really make sense?
He and the boar were both frozen. The ice kept him fresh all this time, like with your ingredients.
It all makes sense now that you're speaking my language.
Her language is food.
Still, it's hard to believe.
But it doesn't seem like there's any other sensible explanation.
Okay, so what's your...
Olaf.
Let's add him to the dish too. Yes.
Olaf? Oh, I'm sure I've seen that on my family tree. I can't remember which generation it was from, but it was definitely on there.
And that definitely couldn't have been a different Olaf.
So, a great-great-great-great-grandfather, but with a whole lot more greats?
They don't look so distantly related. And it's a good thing he got children before he got frozen, I guess.
What an unusual turn of events! Reunited at long last! Isn't that just amazing? Olaf, do you want to come and watch a cooking competition?
Ah, yes, that reminds me. Brooke told me about the competition, and I've set everything up at the venue. You should come with me.
Let's venue it up. Cooking Showdown. Talk to Xianglin at the Cooking Showdown. Cooking Showdown. Mondstadt Sealy. Me being bad at climbing. I know exactly where you're gonna go. Down to that spring in Springvale. You're gonna do it the hard way.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
I'm not picky. However you do it is fine.
Also, while we are at it. Because I'm seeing it. And saw it immediately after the game started today. I thought it was in there. Where is it? If I don't find it immediately, I will not look for it. I thought it would be an easy one to see. Guess not. I'd be up on the cliff. I mean, we need to go up anyways. We drop to our death and doom and... Thanks for the hay. Okay. One. 2. 3. Not that difficult. Now let's hope those slimes don't follow us into the competition. Oh hey, it's the house where we started today. How convenient.
We're ready to cook. Are you?
I was born ready. Oh, and Sigfria will be my assistant for the competition.
Then let the cooking commence. I will be your judge today. And don't worry, I may have known Brooke for longer, but I will remain entirely impartial.
Much appreciated. Well then, Traveler, Paimon, prepare! Wait, we're taking part in this too?
I mean, if they have an assistant, why shouldn't she?
Of course! If Brooke has an assistant, you guys will have to be mine. I'll need you by my side when the going gets tough. Paimon doesn't remember applying for that job.
I guess there's no backing out now.
Okay, Paimon will do it for the sake of the food.
I never knew cooking could be so complicated. The roast boar I am used to is quite basic by comparison.
Fusion cuisine that blends elements of Mondstadt and Liyue cooking? I am excited.
Let's light it up!
Our first problem is ingredients. We need something special to dress up the steak, but I don't have anything suitable here. I've got it! Radish is what we need. Mashed or grated, it'll add a touch of freshness. And we can carve little flowers out of it as a garnish. 2 birds, 1 stone. Go find me a radish. There should be some in the area. Oh, and make sure you wash it because it's going straight into the dish. Come on! Let's wash the radish in the lake.
Good thing we already have radish.
Slimes! Scared the bejeezers out of Paimon. This is way too close to the venue. What if they stir up trouble during the competition? I don't think we should risk it. Go get them! Wowie! Big and luscious! It's perfect! Thanks, you guys! Now, how about... Xianglin, look out! The pan's on fire! Oh no! It's gonna burn! It's gonna burn! It's gonna burn! Get the fire under control! Without using water, though, or this dish is a goner!
Extinguish fire.
Bring the fire down! It's gonna burn to a crisp!
I did. I did?
Ugh, this is practically charcoal now. Oh, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Also, I'm thinking our main is a little weak. We need to mix it up a bit. Make me a mushroom chicken skewer. And make sure it's got that ooh la la on the outside. Then hits you with the cha-ching in the middle.
Did not understand that one bit.
Just make it taste friggin' awesome.
Sure.
natural. The meat is on track, but we're aiming for perfection here, and I just think it lacks a certain what? A certain boom shakalaka. Yes, definitely needs some boom shakalaka, or perhaps a little shakalaka boom pow.
Is that really from an obscure Liu dialect, or did you just make it up?
I just mean it would be a waste of such amazing ingredients to just serve this as is. Let me see. What would be ideal is some kind of regional specialty. Regional specialty? Yes, something that's native to this area but isn't often used in cooking. I don't care if it flies, crawls, or bounces. Even insects I can work with. Interesting choice. I'm sure I can make something of it. All right then. Thanks, you guys. Now show me what you got.
What do we have? Choices. Butterfly.
Do you really want to add that? It's a little odd.
I mean, we found it while going out with you to hunt for stuff.
It'll be fine. This was an excellent find, guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, Chef Xianglin needs to concentrate.
It's just gonna burn up immediately.
But I'll be sure to annoy you again if I need anything else. It looks like Xianglin's main dish is almost done. Let's go and see. I almost forgot. Side dish. We need a side dish.
You'd make me do it even if I didn't offer.
Thanks. You know me too well. Here, take this. I just scrawled it down at the last minute. And here are all the ingredients you need. Is this the recipe for that snack you gave us earlier? Yes, with some minor improvements so it uses up the leftover ingredients from Liyue. This is so complicated. How are we supposed to cook this with no experience?
Because we are literally magic in the cooking menu.
The technique doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it with passion. That's what my father taught me. And you must be passionate about cooking if you've helped me this much already. I trust you guys. I know you'll nail this side dish.
Give it to me.
Confident. I like it. Come on, this is the final push.
Make delicious jade parcels. Survival expert. That was a small area. People sure do like drinking in Mondstadt.
They're so fragrant I could smell them coming a mile away. We're all set, and now to serve the meal. This competition is ours.
This was a fine feast. I have dined today like I have never dined before. Both chefs' dishes today were nothing short of exceptional. They were true masterpieces. And that is what makes this an extremely difficult decision. But this is a competition, and there can only be one winner. And that winner is Xianglin.
Whoopee! I win!
I thought I was sure to win with pork chops so fresh they were practically still grunting. But it turns out that's still no match for the taste of extinct boar.
Excuse me? Did you say this was cooked from extinct boar?
Yep, every last bit.
My goodness. A single mouthful must be worth 100,000 mora. The amount you'd make if you sold this could support every hunter in town for years to come.
Well, but how are you gonna get more of it?
The main thing is that you enjoyed eating it. I don't care about the mora. Anyway, now our judge has given his verdict. It's time for everyone else to eat too. I made plenty. Meanwhile, I want to try Brooke's dish.
Mmm. This is absolutely delicious. I'll admit it, I was beaten by the best.
Losing is no fun, but it was worth it for the chance to eat such superb cooking. Please, Xianglin, I want some more. This is gorgeous too! Such a perfectly layered texture. Were it not for that exquisite boar and excellent side dish, it's hard to say if I still would have won. Paimon's turn to eat!
I will have a taste too. Oh my. This is the taste of Springvale. Or rather, it used to be.
It tastes so good. I want to weep tears of joy.
This is the last time I will be able to taste the food of my era.
Hey now, cheer up! If you like the taste, I can always make you some more.
Really? But the boar, it's extinct.
The boar may be, but the taste isn't. I can simply recreate it using different ingredients.
Because she's a cooking genius.
Putting a smile on customers' faces is what we chefs are called to do.
Thank you.
A good time was had by all. But everyone's gone now. Let's go and say goodbye to Xianglin.
Question mark?
Thanks, you guys. Without your help, I don't know how it would have gone today. And without you, Paimon wouldn't have gotten to try so many new tasty snacks. Also wouldn't have gotten so full.
Where will you go now?
Not sure. I'll probably start heading back to Liyue, but I might change my plan on the way. I don't like to plan things too thoroughly. Who knows? Maybe you'll bump into me out in the wild again.
Sure will take a while.
Must be nice to be so carefree. You are a gifted chef. You made an amazing batch of jade parcels. Come and visit me at the Wanmin restaurant sometime. I did promise I'd cook for you. And if you want, I'll teach you how to cook some of my latest inventions too.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. See you again soon.
And that ends the Mondstadt gastronomy trip. And the first of our 2 goals today. 2 main goals. So I said how these quests have been blocking me. The quests we are doing today. Well, somehow this quest has also been blocking me in completing a quest in Liyue. For probably the silliest reason you can be blocked in the game. Loading screens. The silliest reason of being blocked in the game. Here in Liyue Harbor, before Wanmin restaurant, Xianglin's home, there are 2 arguing Mondstadters. So, did you manage to get those jade parcels? Yes, that's why I cooked 3 of them, instead of just 1 during the competition. Because for some reason, you need to do that quest and get that recipe. We're not gonna continue that quest and calm Ivanovich down. But I just thought it would be nice to add that this is very silly. However, speaking about being blocked by the quests we are going to do today, let's enter the quest menu and see this quest is blocked, this quest is blocked, and this quest is blocked. A Path Through the Storm, if you might remember, is the story prologue for Inazuma with whatever his name is, Kazuha. Complete, we will be reunited to start this quest. We will be reunited is the first quest. No, wait. What is this? Well, it doesn't matter. But to complete this, the meaning of Lupical must be completed, and Bowkeeper Dainslav. It doesn't really matter what quest this is. And the meaning of Lupical is one of the quests we are doing today. Go to Wolvendom. You and Paimon decide to pay a visit to Wolvendom, a place in Mondstadt that few people pass through, without any knowledge of the dangers that may await you within this primordial territory. It's also worth noting that due to not being allowed to get near these quests, I have not really explored this whole area. Razor, eh? Quite likely. Quite likely to be Razor. Also, rare moments when Paimon is on the map.
This is Wolvendom. People from Mondstadt hardly ever come here. Even though it's not so far away from the city, the environment here is totally untouched. It's a wild place ruled by the laws of nature. It's survival of the fittest out here. Even the slimes around here are huge. Like those super duper massive ones over there.
Eek! They've seen us. Prepare for battle. Wonder if this is the first time you're supposed to fight a big slime. I wouldn't be surprised.
Punishment. You can't run.
Because this quest does open up very early in the game. Cool it!
Judgment.
Menacing. Slimes.
Thank you. Ah! Wolves! Run!
That was a giant slime.
Do not worry. Wolves, friends. But You are?
We're just some boring old travelers passing through.
Don't smell boring. You smell familiar.
We smell?
You smell like Knights of Favonius. They are friends.
What's your name?
I am Razor.
Are you one of the Knights of Favonius too?
I am not.
Oh.
What's with the wolf pack?
My wolf pack. They are my family.
Your family?
Yes, they raised me. We live together. We are family.
So many questions.
They are angry with me. I helped you. Exposed our ambush. Boar ran away.
I have a lot of boar meat, if you want.
Don't worry. Paimon will get her friend to catch you another boar.
Why does every quest start like this?
He's stronger than he looks.
No need. When knights try to help, wolves go hungry.
Don't be silly. Wait here. We won't screw this up. Just watch.
Open the inventory and use a hunting trap to lay down a trap which can't be detected by boars. I think I still have these things in my inventory of my other character. Also, hi there, Li-Huan. I never use them. Hunting traps cannot attract boars, but boars tend to avoid people and run away in the exact opposite direction. Use this to your advantage to ensnare them with the traps to get more raw meat. Yep, definitely need traps to catch boars in this game. Also, I guess now that we are doing a different quest, let's use this guy a bit. Also, all these quests start the same, and I don't even need to use the traps. Just need to give him the beat.
Ha ha! Told you we could do it.
We have been doing it all along.
Thanks, but wolves catch 5 or 6 every hunt. Tonight they go hungry.
Oh.
Don't worry. You tried. At least you did better than other knight friend. The red one. Bernie girl.
Fun fact. This was a mysterious thing, he said. Because there was quite a few names that could be related to that description.
If she was here, whole mountain is fire. Can't catch even one boar.
But the character he's talking about didn't even exist yet.
I must go now. Here is not safe. Careful. Always watching.
What a weirdo.
What a weirdo indeed.
Bernie girl? From the Knights of Favonius? What is he? Who do you think it is?
Who indeed? The meaning of Lupical. Lupus Minor, Act 1. Find Amber and ask about the boy from Wolvendom. Someone we haven't really used in a long while is the Anemo Traveler. And restarting the game kind of made me appreciate the moveset of this version of Traveler. Because I also don't think I really used him well originally. But I'm sure we are gonna be seeing some combat.
Hi, Paimon. Hi, Traveler. What can I do for you?
Look, it's a fiery bunny girl.
Hi, Amber.
Amber, something has come up.
Amber, do you know a wolf boy from Wolvendom?
Who?
He said you guys hit it off like a mountain on fire.
What on earth are you talking about?
Strange. He said he would wait for you at your regular spot. Did you lose your memory or something?
Must have hit her head.
My memory is fine, but you've been eating magic matsutake again, haven't you, Paimon? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Also, I feel like I might have spoiled things. I didn't know that this was actually a plot point.
Magic Matsutake? Remind me what color they are?
Purple.
Paimon may have had a couple the other day. But that's not the point. Paimon's not loopy. Do you really not know that boy that lives with the wolves?
I don't know what you're talking about. But on the subject of wolves, I've been investigating something recently. In the past, the wolves never dared venture outside of Wolvendom, but now they're getting braver. I heard they attacked a cart fleet near Drunkard Gorge.
That's a place name.
If you have time, could you come and check out the situation with me?
Sure.
Awesome. I knew I could count on you. Let's go. Look, up ahead! Something's happening!
That ain't no wolf pack. Looks like it's the hilly trails attacking the carts after all.
Huh. Not such a mystery after all. Enough talk. Let's go help out.
Something I never did, I think, with Anemo Traveler. It's the fact that you can also charge his elemental skill, which pulls in enemies and hurts them with the element that is around.
With the wind!
Also, this thing is far cooler than I remember it being.
Bless you.
Oh, hi, Siegfried. We just met.
Piece of cake.
So, the hilly trolls have been starting to flex their muscles on the back of the wolf scare.
That's right. But I must say, if you think the hilly trolls are a nasty lot, the wolves are even worse. They attacked Springvale this morning.
Springvale? That's crazy!
It's unheard of. I thought I would take my chances on the road after the wolves had their fun. I never thought the hilly trolls would show up too.
We should head there soon and see how bad the situation is. But first things first, you should assess the damage to your cart. Does it still work?
I'll take a look.
That card will be standing there for the rest of eternity.
Oh dear. This is awful. Poor lad can't even stand.
That's terrible.
Except he's not actually injured.
Right. It's awful. The wolves frighten him so badly that he's paralyzed with fear.
That really is awful. Do you remember any significant details of what you saw?
I've never seen a wolf in my life before today. It was terrifying.
Hopkins the Marvelous.
No details then, huh? Let's investigate the area again.
Investigate clue. Massive claw marks.
These claw marks.
We didn't bother to draw here.
From them, we can tell the number and size of the wolves. This time, there were at least 2 wolves. And they must be...
Paimon, you're almost talking like Razor right now. Stopping between every word. Be what?
Yes, yes. They must be at least 2 meters high.
Paimon, you do know what a wolf is, right?
Hey, wolves are mysterious creatures. It's not like you see them every day.
Right. Right, Paimon.
This is a wolf's tooth. He must have smashed into the door when he pounced.
Perhaps it's calcium deficient.
Anyway, seems pretty lucky how no one in the village got seriously injured.
Wolf fur. I heard that in Liyue, they make calligraphy brushes out of this stuff. The color looks nothing like Mondstadt wolf fur, based on what the books say. Could it be that they're from somewhere else entirely?
Hair looks different at every place on the body. Same applies to wolves. You don't know where it's from.
But look at this.
Another hair. But what's that stuck to it?
A seed. Is there something special about it?
It's the seed of a wolf hook berry. Look, there are little hooks on the seed. The only places this grows in Mondstadt are Wolvendom and Bright Crown Canyon.
You won't tell me that there are wolves in Wolvendom.
So it's Wolvendom wolves after all?
From that area, yes, but it could be that there are other wolf packs encroaching on their territory. This doesn't tell us everything, but it does give us a strong lead, enough to start investigating. I'll go and see to the villagers before we head off.
How is your investigation coming along?
It's going marvelous.
What? You're standing!
Yes, I see. I have recovered, thankfully. I managed to claw my way back out of the depths of hell. So, Knights of Favonius, what have you found out?
From inspecting the wolf fur left at the scene, we can tell that the wolves came from Wolvendom. Beyond that, we don't know anything. But please remain calm. I will head to Wolvendom shortly and get to the bottom of this. The Knights of Favonius will not allow this danger to continue any longer.
Good. Better late than never, I suppose.
How rude!
In the meantime, we'll just have to keep dealing with this on our own.
Please, don't do anything stupid.
We do things a bit differently around here. You Favonius lot probably aren't used to it. They will pay for what they've done. Goodbye.
It's awful. Really is.
What is?
Their future outlook, I mean.
I agree.
Young people can be so impulsive sometimes. If it's not too much to ask, I hope you can keep an eye on them. Stop them from getting into trouble.
It's no trouble. That's what we're here for. Even though that guy really isn't much of a charmer. Leave it to us.
Off to Wolvendom we go!
Pepe. Fading into existence. Those are some marvelous moves. Traveler, do you ever find yourself frustrated because of your lack of strength? Have you wondered what it would be like to have power beyond your wildest dreams? How do I become even more powerful? See this holy water I have here. Drink just one bottle and you'll feel rejuvenated and more powerful than you could ever have imagined. Guaranteed. Might take a while for the effect to kick in though. A bottle of clear, colorless and contaminant-free liquid, indistinguishable from ordinary spring water, may or may not be worth putting all of one's hopes into. I have a feeling that's a scam. I don't think I've ever bought this. Or knew that it existed.
Who's there?
Chill out, Razor. It's only us.
You are also Knight?
So, you don't know each other after all?
The red one? Bernie girl?
No. This girl also red, but not so Bernie like other girl.
This is starting to make sense. Is this the wolf boy you were talking about?
Correct. His name is Razor.
Help me out.
With what?
No time. I sent Lupical away. People coming. Bad people.
Those guys from earlier?
I understand, but first, I have a few questions.
I smell blood. Quick!
Blood? I hope the wolves didn't attack those idiots. Blood droplets.
Not human blood. Wolf blood. Lupical blood.
Lupa what now? Are you gonna tell us what it means yet?
Lupical is family fate gave me. When wolf accepts human as its own, or human accepts wolf, that is Lupical.
Sounds like gibberish to me.
That's strange. Where does the word come from? Surely it wasn't made up by the wolves.
It's just the name he gave.
Who's he?
Guardian of this land.
Wouldn't that be Barbados, though? He is the ruler of Mondstadt.
Enough! Another clue. Follow me.
Hey, wait! This is your chance to prove your innocence!
He's already gone.
Windblade!
Hit!
Nice ambush you got there. It'd be bad if something happened to it.
I'll keep this close.
See, that's wolf claws. Or claw marks, I guess.
This is him. We find his blood. Bad men did this.
Oh no, doggo.
How terrible.
I do agree that it's awful, but that doesn't change the fact that...
We didn't attack village. Not us. A black wolf and his pack. Not from here. They tried to take over land. They broke the code.
Whose code?
She says in blue.
Guardian of this land.
That's now the second time you've brought that up. Tell us who that is.
I take Lupical further in. Follow me. Maybe you see.
Whoa, if that one from earlier was 2 meters high, imagine how high this one must be. What's this? They're so huge.
Paimon, you broke. Or your dialogue did, at least.
Help me. Collect these.
Aren't those wolf hook seeds?
Crush them. Put on wound. Bleeding stop.
It's true. Wolfhook seeds have a liquid coating that not only functions as a mild painkiller, but also has a hemostatic effect. I read that in a book.
Why?
Why did you read books?
I have no idea.
It just happens.
Hooks help seeds move. Liquid stops pain and bleeding. Animal doesn't feel hooks. They take seeds far away. Purple teacher told me so. I stay here. Take care of this one. I answer Red Girl's questions.
Purple teacher? I assume you mean Lisa.
Right, and if that lot does come back, I doubt they will try their luck against a member of the Knights of Favonius. Your wolf friend is not clear of my suspicion just yet, but we'll still need to fetch those seeds.
Do I have enough? Yes, because you need one. Collected it on the way here.
Back. Have we got enough?
Yes, enough.
Razor was just telling me about the Wolven Code of Conduct. Mind-blowing stuff.
I mean, we never left, so we should have heard as well. But sure, go ahead.
Thank you.
We've looked everywhere and haven't seen any other wolves.
Yep, that's wolves for you. The one we managed to capture must have been sick or something.
What are you doing here?
We should be asking you this.
Revenge.
It's him! The one who was raised by wolves!
Huh? So, it was you. I should have known wolves aren't smart enough to be behind this. I can't believe you would help wolves plot against humans. They throw you some scraps and you treat them like kin? Have you forgotten what you are?
Enough! Yeah! You can't talk about Razor like that!
The Knights of Favonius are gonna let this guy off?
We did not raid village.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken? This is no offering to Boreas. Not only do you come for my kind, so too do you fail to recognize your own transgression.
Please, come.
You seek to protect these outsiders, Razor. You cannot tame my fury. You must clear their name with your sword. Show me what your humans have taught you. Steel.
Off we go! Break a leg! Flag fly!
Boreas, Great Wolf of the North. This is how you unlock this boss battle.
Keep back! Wind blade!
And early game, it's definitely a hard one.
Blitz.
Also, hopefully it doesn't glitch out as much as last time. It really shouldn't.
Flag fly! And leap! Get out of here! Yeah!
Homing on that thing is pretty
You're
good.
in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
Ow.
Flags up! And step! Teamwork is dreamwork! Get out of here! Adventure time! Flags fly! And leap!
Disappear!
Get out of here! Off we go! Strike is one! And leap!
You're in for a little shock.
Flag slide!
Please, calm.
It's just like he said. An outside wolf pack coming in and breaking the rules. They will reap what they have sown. But Razor, you must not get involved. This is for the wolves to settle between themselves. You fight not with claws, but with the sword. You strike not with teeth, but with lightning. You are human, Razor.
I am not like them. I don't belong.
You are no wolf. This is a matter for the wolves, and the wolves alone. And you are Razor's Lupical amongst humans. Your nobility stands out against others of your kind. If you ever wish, you may train with me. I have nothing further to say. May we meet again, Razor and company.
Hey, Razor, what's that look for? Why don't you come to the city for a few days?
Yeah, you have a friend in Mondstadt anyway, right? You know, that red Bernie friend of yours?
You're not safe in the wild anymore, but I know that you don't want to hurt them.
I'm fine. Don't worry. But I'm not city human. But also not wolf.
Razor. Cheer up.
Thank you, Traveler. Paimon and the other red girl.
Hey, we've been with you all this time, and you still don't even know my name?
Goodbye.
That's her name now. The meaning of Lupical is family. Also, no, this red Bernie guy is also not a friend. The one he's talking about is Klee. Definitely burned down his whole mountain by accident.
Let's spark things up a little.
Everybody stand back! Get out of here!
Also, I'm mostly checking because I had a feeling this battle was quite different from how it goes normally. Even had some changes to his moveset, or used them
You're in for a little shock.
at the wrong time. Possibly because the fight was shortened by so much.
Get out of here!
Don't be such a brute.
Adventure time! Ow!
And step.
Wind blade
Also, we might just super die around here.
with the wind.
And step. Flag fly. Observe.
Let's light it up!
I'm kinda scared of switching to Lisa. Cause she's just gonna die instantly, isn't she?
Flag fly.
Oh, you're doing this again.
Strike is one.
Okay, that was too late.
Flags up.
Oh no. I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
Second phase. That thing we completely avoided in the previous fight.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm going in! Why do they never miss?
Flag fly. Observe.
You heard about hot dogs? This is the opposite. Correct. This is a very cold dog. This is also the main reason I switched out
Fly.
Rosaria for the Traveler when we started this quest.
Let's light it
Because
up!
she would not do any damage to this.
Wind blade.
Surrender and be gentle.
Get out of here! Adventure!
Flags up. Observe. Break a leg.
Leg breaking in process.
Get out of here!
I'm honestly surprised we haven't lost anyone yet. But this was a close call.
Wind blade.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Get out of here!
Observe.
Guess Bennett's healing is good enough.
And leap.
Get out of here!
Goodbye, Steam Engine. Goodbye. Steam Engine. But yeah, this unlocks this weekly boss battle. And this concludes the things I had to do. Progress the story. Because now I just need to do the first Dane's Left story before things can continue. So, before we do the other thing, which we definitely still have time for, let's take a look at what else I want to do with this character I have created. I didn't skip too many things in the early game when I started streaming this game, but it's also not too little. Back to the quest menu. This is quite fun to see, seeing all the story quests that we have not yet even touched. It's a nice rainbow over rainbow. And these are the 3 we did not on stream. Jean, Mona, and for some reason I decided to skip over Venti, which feels like the worst decision I could do, but somehow that happened. To do all these, I first need to do Klee, but I definitely did Klee on stream. And I have not high enough adventure ranks to do these anyways. I think I have to have enough for Jean actually, but this will be for another stream. After those, I don't think I skipped over anyone. I think I realized that story quests at that point were possibly important enough to be streamed. But what I still want to do today, because we haven't in a while and we have the time, a song that knows grace. We haven't done a hangout in a while, and Yunjin's right there. Countryside Wandering. Go to Liu's Adventure Guild. And because we already teleported here earlier to make some food for people, this went quite quickly. Also, we can switch back to Rosaria, I guess. Then again, it's a hangout, and we are the main character. So why not stick with the main character?
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking, and I need this resolved ASAP.
This is our hangout with Yuning, I guess.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant.
What happened?
Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yuning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yunjin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her.
She's missing?
Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was a short note.
To whomever finds this letter, after some discussion about the Divine Maiden play with my friends, I find that there is still much to learn indeed. I have gone to Lingshu Pass in hopes of gaining some inspiration. I will return within the day, so do not worry. I'm assuming she has not returned within the day.
If our audience doesn't get to see Yunjin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh?
She literally said she would come back.
That's what I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yunjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
I'm pretty sure her life is not at risk here.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
She has an elemental skill that acts as a shield. You won't get hurt.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Okay. For Yunjin.
Oh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
Head to Lingshu Pass to look for Yunjin. I'm right here.
Flags fly and leap.
A day is a questionable amount of time. Yeah. Could just turn the clock forward and she would be back.
Wow, these will come in handy.
I'll try not to get too distracted while walking around. That doesn't look like a place I want to go to. Not sure why, but it could be because of that. What's the other things lying around? Oh, dead hilly churls. Monster attack! I guess I'm taking this fight. I mean, at least she's helping. In the wind.
Flags out and step.
Get.
Blitz.
Adventure time! Get out of here! Out of the way!
Well done. One good thing about Lisa is that her magic is very long range. And she can easily hit enemies that are in the air. Especially with her Thundercall attack.
I'm going in!
Let's spark things up a little.
Strike is one.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Oh,
Did you lose your voice?
it's you.
It is.
I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Did you get makeup in your eyes? Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places.
I heard you went missing.
Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not to worry. Oh, but on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
What state of mind?
Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation.
I think it should be mentioned that the Shenhu and Yunjin rebuilding of the floating house, golden house, no, not gold. What is it called? The parlor? Needs to be done before you can do this hangout.
Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance.
Right, Jade Chamber.
If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here.
To get killed by a monster.
My plan was to take it slowly, start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
Want to try again? I'll join in too.
You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger if you're here with me? I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunning.
Very true.
I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
And that's the first ending. No, obviously not. Are you still alive?
And step.
Probably not.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in him. Ah, they've returned.
Yunning, we're back.
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, Ugh, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
So, what's your honest opinion?
You made a good point, Yunjin.
I'm glad you agree. Right, then let's get preparing.
That feels like a split in the story.
Hey, Traveler, get over here! You've only just managed to bring Yunjin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? What's the big idea? The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line.
That is not going to be an easy task.
Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible, but at least try and keep her distracted. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrill-seeking.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. The Traveler was saying, that, Come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
I want to become an actor.
You want to become an actor?
You do? Oh, yes, of course he does. He was just telling me that he's interested in exploring his dramatic side and, would like you to give him some coaching. Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Traveler, your master awaits.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Please, this is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now he's here, ready and willing.
Now he here.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. Whew. I am delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders, then do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another, there's no need to call me master.
What about coach?
What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned? Let's work on that later. Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call me by my name. Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope.
Yes, coach.
I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Good. You're right on time. Punctuality is an essential quality if you want to make it big in the acting world. Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day.
So, where should we start?
Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through?
I looked at them, and that one of them stayed behind. Did I count them? I want to say 7, but I think it was 6. I'm not sure. I think 5 flew away and 1 stood on the ground.
Close. It was 7.
No! Why? Why do I not go with my gut feeling?
Anyway, the point of this question was to test your powers of observation. Eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. You must train your eyes to be bright, active, and strong. Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice.
So, next I need to train my voice. Last time I sang to a flower, it attacked me.
All in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance.
The concept of performance?
Of course. I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple. How would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel? Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day. Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in.
Camaraderie of fighting alongside trusting companions.
Good, good. So that's how you felt. Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time.
To protect Liu and my friends.
Good, yes. Use that. Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out. All at once.
Boom shakalaka.
Stop. Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul. Granted, the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all. I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day.
If I may, we are by the beach, and it is a calm day.
Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices.
Well, it was a life and death situation.
You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyunstone Forest.
No need to go all the way out there.
Oh? Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyunstone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor.
It's not too far from Liyue Harbor.
If you've got no objections, let's head off.
Conveniently, there's a teleport right there. How many birds? How many birds? Please don't ask me how many birds there were.
The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that.
Yeah, it was probably 3 birds. I agree.
I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind. But what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with.
What do you mean, replace?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death. But you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you. Such as... you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest, only to finally reach it and find it filled with cabbages and radishes.
Oh, the pain! The pain of it all!
Ah, now you're catching on. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate. But if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby.
Slimes. My favorite.
They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation.
No running away. Oh no, those are worse.
Disappear!
Get out of here! Everybody stand back! Why do they never miss?
Windblade!
You're in for a little shock.
Oh, that was wonderful. Such deft and fluid movements. Just like a real adventurer.
I am a real adventurer.
Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind. Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knives. Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Yes, that's how we fight. Missing every shot. How did it go?
I can't fault your movements in terms of technique. But Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle. Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, that's no easy task.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method, and all things considered, I think you've done quite well. But judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions, and rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind, and then work through them methodically and find ways to bring them out.
I don't fully understand.
Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move.
That's even harder to understand.
It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it. Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario. The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong Ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds. Yes, I think that sums it up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage for you. When you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind, come and find me.
Go to the stage. I guess this works as a stage.
Well, have you finished rehearsing?
What was I supposed to be doing again?
Basically, you need to break all the red scarecrows while avoiding the blue ones. No need to rush. Take your time. I shall guide you with my voice.
Why am I missing so much? Don't eye yourself too much.
Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time. My hard work coaching you has finally paid off. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching beginners. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought, It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song.
That's amazing.
I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer.
Why on earth didn't you start with this one?
Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it. It's been written on your face this whole time. Just try and keep her occupied until the next show.
Oh, I thought I was doing a good job of hiding it.
Don't forget that acting is my bread and butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to see through it? Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned something from it about the beauty of the performing arts. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue opera too.
My voice and face?
Yes. As well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method?
You met similar people from your own life.
Don't you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character.
So why was your first method to go and put yourself in danger?
Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods. Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It means a lot to me. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class.
When's my graduation ceremony?
Graduation ceremony? I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage, but I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're demanding, coach.
Here we go again. So old-fashioned. Then again, I suppose I will have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me. Ah, I've got it. You can call me mentor. What do you think?
The cast contemplates the play's meaning. Train a little harder today, and someday you might perform on the same stage. Now I wonder where we could have gone differently. Let's see. Guess we chose a path and stood with it. I mean, there was one point at which I said that could be a split. So maybe that is the split.
Can you put a...
Please have faith in
Yunning.
Yunji?
No.
Look, you have to take better care of yourself. We're just lucky we...
Well, I would say the best while I'm off stage.
You know, you...
So?
Ultimately, safety should come first.
Exactly, exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide just to show you their support.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me and not the show?
Well, same difference, isn't it?
I don't think so. They seem quite different to me. Well, either way, you're quite right. I mustn't let down our audience, especially those who came from afar. And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew, I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troupe is finally gonna start listening to reason. I'm gonna head back and see how the set is coming along. Don't go disappearing on me again.
All right, I'll head back and do some rehearsing. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out a few issues.
It's also much safer than first-hand experience.
Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you properly for saving me. If you are free after the show, come and find me at Hayu Tea House.
Or just tea house. So we can't even watch. Oh, that didn't take the next day, as always. Hello there, Trade Chamber. Hanging in there, not dropping on anyone.
Liyue opera is really something, but Liyue opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else. Thrilling performance. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform, but once again, Yunjin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day.
And I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business. As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinyue kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Oh, me too. I've booked a table at the Lioli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Fight, fight, fight.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening.
You need to fight, fight, fight against me.
Isn't that right, Traveler?
Yep, yeah, I am.
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you could always reschedule. Wait a second,
Am I really so famous in Liyue?
Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
Huh. They took off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't?
Haha, I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Thanks for reading the room.
Take care, both of you. Sorry that I can't see you off. Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Again. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Xinyue Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Choices. Well, why don't we go to Liuli Pavilion?
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late. But it's fine. I have a better place we can go.
Non-choices.
Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
So, this thing. I don't know when these were added. And they are in the most mysterious and weirdest spots that you'd never go to. I never found any of these with Li Huan until I started this playthrough with GC. Radiant Spin Crystal 26. I'm assuming these are pretty much music CDs, so you can change the background music for your home in the pod. They are really hard to find. And you usually do it by accident, like just now. I went too far.
Miss Yun? Oh wow, it's really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you alone.
Miss Yun, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
Hmm? You
You noticed that?
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more...
Animated.
Yes, but delicate and graceful, like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Oh, well...
Ah, yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. And this young lady is Xianglin, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
That's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yoon is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager.
Make the most of it. You may as well talk to them.
But what about our plans?
I'm interested to hear your story too.
Really? Okay, sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yoon.
Great! Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
Yes, boy.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance in this scene.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, it also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So, wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Appassionado section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Really? Wow, I'm so honored.
This conversation is way beyond me.
Xianglin, maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about,
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yunjin do when she's off stage?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you, what kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy, that whole side of things. A day in the life.
I'm already sorry, Yunjin. I shouldn't have let them do this.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Nonsense! Of course it is! Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Oh. It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunning to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. just something she said. Forget I brought it up. So, I saw Gentry Moutsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
Ugh, I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boye, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about? Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Let's run away.
Oh,
Are you sure you want to continue?
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yunning stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yunjin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions." Yeah. So from then on, Yunning said all interview requests have to go through her.
Again, I'm sorry.
I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions offstage too.
I saw a lot of the audience on the way over here. Many of them found your performance very moving.
Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too. But there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. Ugh. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me?
No problem. I can be a detective for you.
If you find out anything, come straight back here and let me know.
Let's interview people about interviewers.
They must have left the tea house by now. Let me know if you find anything out.
How can you be so cruel to Miss Yun?
Keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yunjin finds out. What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear? I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Me? You're the one making everything up!
Well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
This seems like a pretty hostile work environment.
Are you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
But But what about us pretending to be from the Steambird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid of? As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
Boy, you're sleazy.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works.
Can we push him over that balcony?
Case in point. That blonde guy seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yunjin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough! I'm reporting you to the Millilith!
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof? You'd better tread carefully, Missy. First you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
No need to check in with Yunjin. This ends now.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. What do you want? I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid or I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yunjin throughout all of Liyue.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun earlier that I didn't notice who it was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's the Traveler! You know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the... what have I gotten myself into? No need to get all worked up here. What we meant was,
Stop playing dirty.
Yes, quite right. You are quite right. I'm disappearing into thin air as we speak. Just my luck.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
I heard everything. It's not your fault.
But I'm so ashamed. I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
Well, let's report back.
Did you find anything out?
Xion asked me to apologize on her behalf.
I see. Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shiyun for longer. She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
I didn't know that this is what you had in mind.
Yunjin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
I don't think they're coming back.
These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up turning into the next big scandal. Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry. I was careless on this occasion.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troop to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.
You do tell the cleverest jokes.
A shame that the road is rocky. It looks like Yunjin will be busy for a while. Oh no, she's getting kidnapped.
He's a class act.
Well, I can think of some places where this could have been split. But let's see where they are.
Are you ready to just think? You're ready as long as we...
This...
No one wants to read case in point.
That's...
Report me. You'd better trap you son.
I should stay hidden for now and check in with Yunjin.
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You... Hey, wait!
Did you find anything out?
Well...
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
Should we report it to the Millelith?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millelith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved. Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
There has to be some evidence at their base of operations.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. You've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Sure, leave it to me.
Great, thank you. The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter. If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
Letter that Yunjin personally wrote to Xiun. Seems to hold the key to turning the situation around. I think she said Shiryun, right? There's an R in there somewhere between the I and Y.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do? one who was with Miss Yun earlier.
Yunjin wrote this letter for you.
Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away. Wow. Really? I can't believe this.
What does the letter say?
Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary. You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought. I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
Yeah, we have a different character for legal matters. This is quite the solution she came up with.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems.
Can you lead me to their base of operations?
Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence.
What a calculating and conniving guy.
But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
It's time for a confrontation. Battle at the tea house.
Bang.
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Whoa, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late. So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier? You guys seemed, pretty close. Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely?
I'm right here.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Shiyun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shiyun, don't forget the contract you signed.
I guess it's Shiyun and not Shiyun. I can see where I heard the R. Funny, that contract's just what we came to discuss.
The Traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign, it isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous, it's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, back to our interview?
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion, when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well. So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival... Well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
You? I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're going? Miss Yun, why did you stop me?
Are we just going to let him go? He'll destroy all the evidence the moment he gets back.
Right! And the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
An act? Show us the way to what? Eugene, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
I see what's going on.
Yes, I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Shuyun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
I can't believe you kept us in the dark.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications. Ah, I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Well, yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Shuyun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature interview with you? Okay, I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
Few friends you shall find. It's far easier to earn 1 million more than to find someone who knows your heart. That's a cute picture.
He's a class act, that one. You do tell the...
Now let's ruin that and possibly not talk with them at all.
Miss Yun?
Hey, God.
Are you a...
Sorry, Miss Yun.
Miss Yun?
You...
Yes,
base animated.
Yes, yep.
Yeah. We were based in...
Oh, I see. Then it's no wonder.
Hey, Miss...
Actually...
Let's play it safe and book the interview in with your manager.
Yes, you're right. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid the troupe is pretty strict about the rules for this kind of thing, so we'll have to do this one by the book. Please liaise with my manager, and we can do this interview another day. The Steambird is a highly reputable publication, so I'm sure my manager won't give you a hard time. Once the interview is arranged, I'll be very happy to answer any and all questions you have.
But... fair enough. Sorry if we're being intrusive. Please forgive us. We'll leave you in peace. Hey, come on, quit dawdling!
Wow, you almost seemed friendly for a second.
Yes, I'm coming. Bye, Miss Yun!
Hey, wait! That's the wrong way if you wanted to talk to my manager.
They are gone.
Oh well, never mind. I have a friend who works for a paper. I'll ask them later. For now, though, the top priority is making good on our plans. Now that I think about it, I've turned down 3 social engagements tonight.
All for me.
Come with me. Our plan is the only one remaining, so let's make the most of it.
These are class acts, that one. With that, finally, the fake seat with a view. Our brotherhood was sealed.
I can smell the fragrance of food in the air. Yes, Cherhu Rock is definitely the place to go after a performance.
That I is the same sound as in her name earlier. Are you taking me to One Man Restaurant?
Oh, you're a fan of Chef Mao's cooking too?
Actually, Xianglin, but sure.
One Min Restaurant's blackback perch stew is hot, spicy, and fresh. But it's not kind on the throat, so unfortunately I can't eat much of it. Also, it's a bit cramped in there. I prefer open-air restaurants. Hey, have you been to Chen the Sharp's place before? His grilled tigerfish is the best around. Third Round Knockout and One Min Restaurant are both great restaurants. But when it comes to barbecue, this is the place to go. Enjoying some nice food and drink, sitting by the hot coals in the cool breeze? Let's go.
Thanks for the non-choice again. Chen the Sharp.
Tigerfish! Grilled tigerfish, hot off the grill! Oh, hey there. Is this a Miss Yoon which I see before me? It's been a while. What'll it be? The usual?
Yes, please. I'm out with my friend today. Let's start with a plate of stir-fried meat and a handful of skewers. And of course, some grilled tigerfish. 2, please. One with just a hint of chili. And the other one,
Same as yours.
Got it. Your grilled tigerfish will be ready soon. Do you want any drinks with that?
You serve drinks here?
Yeah, I don't advertise it though, because it's just something I'm experimenting around with for fun. Miss Yun likes a drink with her barbecue, so I ended up getting her to try them out for me. So, would you two like some tea, or?
Anything new?
Well, I managed to scrounge some milk from Dongsheng next door. A merchant from Mondstadt told me a while back that there's this popular drink doing the rounds there called milk tea. I tried my hand at making it too, but the response has been kind of lukewarm. Still way off being ready to add to my menu.
Tea with milk? Sorry, milk tea? It might not be the best thing for my throat, but if I'm just having a little taste, I mean, I think it should be fine.
Due to perspective, this guy looks very tiny.
Oh, but what about you? Anything you want to drink?
And now he left because he heard me. Tea.
Okay, let's get yours in first. And then, I'll have one of each, if that's all right. I'd like to try them all.
Okie dokie. And here's your tigerfish, fresh off the grill.
Come on, let's enjoy it while it's still hot. Piping hot barbecue and a nice cool drink is the best sensation.
I'm not sure if I would call tea a cool drink. Not sure.
That was great. Shame about these drinks, though. I only had a little sip of each one, so there's a lot left over.
What do you want to do with the rest?
Well, I mean, I could just drink them, but they're a little bland for me. Nothing that special. I guess he must have toned down the flavors to make them palatable for a wider range of customers. We could just add some flavor back in? In fact, do you know the hot pot game?
Surely not.
Let's play the hot pot game with the leftover drinks. I'll add some extra ingredients based on my tastes, then you try to guess what I added. Sound good?
It's funny, because this is happening before Inazuma, so we do not know what the hot pot game is.
Don't worry. After mixing in the new ingredients, I'll also drink half, so I won't add any weird stuff.
Are you sure this is how the hot pot game is played? Hello, dog.
We don't need to worry about every last detail. Come on, I'll go grab some ingredients from the shop next door. Once you've psyched yourself up, come and join me. Okay, get ready. Oh, and no peeking.
Tiny guy's back. This time, perspective is a little more favorable. Avoid her gaze.
It's ready. Let me try it first. Pretty good. Your turn.
Yunjin seemed to react okay. Do I savor it or knock it back? Savor the flavor. Nothing at first, but then a tidal wave of umami with a whiff of the sea. Have another taste. There was something solid floating in the drink. Tasted great and refreshing. Really savor it. Complex flavors of a rich soup hit the back of your throat. How did you drink this with a straight face?
Huh? Oh, just regular facial expression control.
You are unfair. You cheat in this game.
Besides, it's nothing that unusual. I think it tastes okay, doesn't it?
It's more of a soup than a drink. But amazingly, it actually tastes pretty good.
So did you work out what ingredients I added?
Aww. Crabs, crabs, and crabs. I'm guessing crabs.
You guessed them all correctly. You seem to have a well-developed palate.
I'm the master of crabs.
We can try some more combinations next time. I wonder what kind of new flavors I could create with some more traditional teas, like pine nectar or snow blossom. I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
I never thought that this is what you would be like off stage. The real you and the characters you play are nothing alike.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof. I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
That's a shame. Your offstage personality is definitely the cuter one.
I bought you one drink, okay? That's not a license for you to start saying weird stuff like that. Well, never mind. You seemed like you were being sincere. I'll let it go. All I was trying to say is that everyone has many different sides to their personality. And if you get fixated on just one of those, there's so much you'll never discover about a person.
That last choice I made makes me wonder if male and female Traveler might have some different voice lines around these hangouts. Then again, I can totally see Li Huan just saying that as well.
I mean, if we hadn't had the chance to hang out and chat like this tonight, there are things about you I might never have gotten to see. Like the mighty and distinguished traveler, diligently reviewing my hot pot drinks.
And I would have assumed you were serious all the time.
Me? Serious? On stage, I guess. But off stage? Just think of me as another one of your friends. Just one who happens to have a flair for the dramatic. So, friend, what shall we do next? Something to remember today by?
Let's get a photo.
Get a photo? You mean capture this happy moment for posterity so we can look back on it later? Sounds good. Let's have the food stall in the background. Now how should I pose?
Welcome to Second Life. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Yes, like this. I'm ready.
I was thinking quite a lot about how to pose you in the opening of today's stream. Wow, don't be so picky. I thought she'd pose in some way.
It looks good. I hope whenever you look at this photo in the future, it will remind you of the good time we had today.
So, goodbye for now.
Hold on. How is one photo going to be enough? We'll both need one if we want something to remember each other by.
Right, you have a point.
You take this one, and I'll take another photo of you. But could you find another location for us? I'm thinking somewhere around Feiyun Slope with a good view. I'll join you in a moment. I have something to prepare here first.
That won't end well. What is she planning?
Thank you so very much. Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
I wasn't waiting long at all.
The view here is great. The lights, the buildings, it's the ideal spot. I could see you chose it carefully. Yes, this angle is perfect. Okay, strike a pose and close your eyes.
Close my eyes for a photo.
Yes, please. Quickly now.
You hear a series of creaking sounds, like a wooden stand being unfolded and landing on the ground. Then you hear some light footsteps, followed by Yunjin's voice right by your ear. Did you get a camera with a timer?
Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes.
Draw together by common interests. A photo together for memory's sake. How scary.
So very much, lady.
She certainly has proven that she is not serious when not on stage.
Thank you. So very much.
Now, where was the split in this conversation?
We can try some more combinations next. I wonder what kind of... I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Never thought this is what you would be like off stage.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof.
Okay, that choice didn't change anything.
I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
Your on-stage persona is more striking. That's unavoidable. Let's not call her cute, I guess.
You think so? So you prefer the way I am on stage too?
Oh. We're ending on a bad end, don't we?
It's fair enough. After all, every detail of my onstage presence, from the songs to the costumes and makeup, is carefully crafted for maximum appeal. And I've worked hard to try and cultivate an image that appeals to everyone, regardless of age or gender. But if I can't lighten up and joke around, even with my closest friends when I'm off stage, that's a real bummer. Never mind. Talking about this is just going to kill the mood.
We haven't lost any hearts, but losing hearts mostly means getting a end so bad that it isn't an ending.
Tonight was about me showing my gratitude to you. So, did you have a good time? Is there anything else you want? Like something to remember the evening by? A souvenir, perhaps? Anything you can think of?
An autographed photo of you. We are not making her happy.
Okay, here you go.
You had one prepared already?
Well, people ask me for autographs all the time. Usually what they want is a signed picture of me on stage. Apparently that makes it more valuable. Yunning suggested that I keep a bunch of them on hand at all times to make things easier.
Ah, yes! That one is a picture from the Divine Damsel of Devastation. I have one just like it on my wall at home.
Hey, are you guys talking about Miss Yoon's autograph photos?
Who invited you guys into the conversation?
I have one in the store too.
So everyone has one. That's not really special then.
Well, what do you think? Is this souvenir valuable enough for you?
A souvenir without sentiment is of little worth.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
The thing really worth remembering is perhaps not some autographed picture. A bad end indeed.
Grilled tigerfish. Get it while it's hot.
Hate end. Seems the photo together was the best ending, considering we got an achievement for that one by itself. But that does it for today. I already talked what we will be doing next time when we return to GC's story. Although, who knows when that will be. Next time there's nothing to do in Genshin proper, as well as any other games I can think of. And whenever I'm high enough level to actually do the next stories. But that might not be the only thing we will be doing with him. It was my original intent and reason to start this new character to do the things that I skipped for stupid reasons. But as you've seen with that hangout today, maybe he'll be able to take over some things. That we didn't just skip. Also, I think he will be very useful to me to check whether or not an event is worth recording, so that I no longer have that problem of accidentally starting something off stream and then realizing, wait, no, that's actually good, I want to show that. But for that he will have to actually catch up. So I'll have to make him useful in the future. Imagine playing a game for the sake of playing a game. I also have to say, though, it's very fun to speed through the game again a second time without really reading anything and just beating everything up along the way. Also means I will be able to show off different characters I don't really have the chance to show off anymore with Li Huan, because they would take far too much to level up and make it take away from other characters I want to actually use on that save file. It also allows me to gacha for characters that I maybe don't want to gacha for in my main save file, so we can show off different 5-star characters. Fun fact about that, I said I got Rosaria today, right? Well, that is because I had some troubles getting her. So in my futile attempt of rolling for Rosaria, I somehow accidentally got Ayaka again. So much to focusing on characters I don't have. But maybe I'll be able to be more careful in the future. Sometimes being very lucky can be kinda disastrous, I guess. I still will probably train her up because she is kinda my favorite character in the game at this point. And she will probably be very useful, especially because she can walk on water so well. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching. We will be back.